People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Now, people, the first thing that is popping in the news is some very disturbing news. And it is based on an incident that took place in a place called White Horse we are speaking about in St. Thomas. And based on the report, based on information, confirmed information, it is said that the body of one little picnic, we are talking about one little baby, and people, I don't know if it was a premature or whatever the case is, or the mother had the baby and basically dashed with the baby. So anyways, based on the information, it is said that a lady hired a workman to do some work. And when the workman came there, he went around the back of the house. And when he went around the back of the house, he noticed something that looked kind of suspicious. Something that looked like a little puppy, because him said something suspicious he saw. So therefore he went back to the lady that hired him and he said, you know, I see something suspicious on the sand heap at the back of the yard. And she said, for real? And she said, what is it? What it look like? And him said it looked like a little puppy or something like that. However, he had some other suspicion. So therefore what they did, they contacted the lady, the neighbor that is next door, that was living next door, that lived next door. And she came over and she looked on it and she said, no, look a puppy, this is a baby. This look like somebody, a mother or something have a baby and dash with the baby in the sand heap or upon the sand heap. Now people, when we think about stuff like this, it is very disturbing. And what makes it even more disturbing is that the residents are saying that this is not the first or the second time that they are finding some sort of picnic, some sort of baby dash where we are talking about in a bush, we are talking about pan sand, we are talking about pan the road. Now people, when we think about this, we have to ask the question, is this the work, is this the deed of a worthless mother or somebody that panic? We are speaking about a little picnic that have picnic, or is this some sort of Obia ritual? Because people remember, when you talk about St. Thomas, we are speaking about the epicenter, we are talking about the prime place as it pertains to Obia in Jamaica. So people may not know, point blank and period. So anyways, based on the information, it is that they called the Morant Bay Popo, and the Popo came and they picked up the body and took it to that place. So people, whichever way we look at it, whether this is a worthless mother or it is some sort of Obia ritual, people, it does not look good, because a life is still a life. Whether the life is 1 second old or whether the life is 100-year-old, it is still alive. And people, it makes it even worse, where a mother carry a picnic for at least 9 months, 7 months, whatever the case is, and then just dash with the belly. People, that is something that is very disturbing, point blank and period. And when we also look at situations like this, we have to ask the question, why is it lately these new millennials, we say picnic have picnic, we are talking about children have children, and people, the truth and the fact that if you are not able to take care of your own self, if you are not responsible, if you are not a person that basically have any sort of maturity, you cannot take care of yourself. So how is it that you're going to take care of somebody that is even older or less or even more dependent on you? People, we are speaking about, it is a bad look, point blank and period. So people, the moral of the story is this, is that two worthless people, may I talk about a man and a woman, or we are speaking about boyfriend, girlfriend, we are talking about wife and husband, they should not get together, because somebody has to be responsible. Somebody has to have some sort of job, somebody has to have some sort of common sense. Our people, we are going to have at least 3 worthless people in a one place, and people, that is also a recipe for disaster. Now we have to also remember that we live in an age where everything is available. We are speaking about contraceptive, where people can basically be more responsible. But it seems like whenever people get in a heat, them just want to have sex and they don't bother about the consequences. And people, it does not take a rocket scientist to basically swallow 2 pills or go to some sort of health center and get some sort of contraceptive to basically prevent these things. However, we see that we live in a very worthless world, and we see that a lot of these persons that are not educated, that are mostly from the garrison, it seems as if they just FUCK, it seems as if they just have sex without thinking about the consequences, and whenever the consequences come, they are ill prepared. So that is why we see all sorts of crime in a Jamaica, and also a lot of picnic get dashed away. We are speaking about, in this case, Pana Sand Heap. People, it is not a very good look. point blank and period. And the next thing is that we see that we have too much heartless persons living in this world. It seems as if everybody has lost their sensitivity. It seems as if nobody cares for nobody anymore, and everybody is just for herself. Everybody is going to do whatever pleases them. Everybody's going to do everything for their own self-interest. Them not think about no pitney. So in other words, they are not thinking about the ripple effect. They are not thinking about the domino effect. They are not thinking about the consequences. None at all. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the thief, the robber them, the 2-foot post, the 2-foot hyena, they are on it once again. They are at it one more again. And people, 6 of them are now in custody in a place called Manchester. We're talking about porous Manchester to be specific. And this is based on an incident that occurred in which we are speaking about 6 men held up a bar and a restaurant and basically take the people them for cash, take them for cell phone, take them for watch, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. This incident occurred at about 8 p.m. on Sunday. And based on the information, it is said that after the Manchester Popo received the information, they basically called their counterparts we're speaking about in Clarendon, and they intercepted the vehicle on the Bustamante Highway. So people, we are talking about short run, short catch, because we see that in a couple of minutes, these persons were intercepted. They were taken into custody. And it is said that they found 2 loaded fire pieces, they found some cash, and they found some alcoholic beverages. So people, yet again, we are speaking about a case of some dunce thugs. We are speaking about 6 individuals that thought that it was a very good idea for basically rob the people in place, only to gain some cash, only to gain some alcoholic beverages, and also for basically stick up the people, only to get caught. We are speaking about in a matter of minutes. So people, the message in all of this is that why be penny wise and pound foolish? Why gain people's cash for a couple of minutes only to get held, almost lose your life and lose your freedom? We are talking about it makes absolutely no sort of sense. Point blank and period. However, we are dealing with some new millennials that refuse to work, refuse to fill out any sort of application, refuse to get any sort of job skill. However, they want to prey on people. So people, like they say, karma always catches up to you, and the wrong that you do will always come back to haunt you. We're speaking about sooner and later, and people, in this case, we see that it is sooner. So people, now we can expect the wheels of justice to basically roll, and these people forget some time for them thieving ways. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. So the next thing that is popping in the news is the hypocrisy as it pertains to the government, as it pertains to the JLP and the PNP, as it pertains to the COVID-19 situation, because people, we see that it is now election time, and the election is going to be held on the 3rd of September 2020. So we see that the PNP and the JLP, they are out campaigning. However, while they're on their campaign trail, we see that we've witnessed that nobody is basically following any sorts of protocols, rules and law and regulation as it pertains to social distancing. Because people, we see people at dance, we are speaking about a whole lot of persons, tens and hundreds of persons, in the back of truck, in the back of van, rete, lele, them a dance, them a blow Google Zella, and people, based on some information from some noted doctors in Jamaica, they are saying that they are expecting a spike in the COVID situation because of the actions or the indiscipline of these people. And people, we are speaking about both JLP and PNP. So they must say we can't expect to see a spike. And people, if you notice what has been going on in Jamaica as it pertains to the Big C, we see every day we get up, we talk about 15 or 16 new cases. And we see that things are running rampant out there. And we've seen that the Prime Minister, we're speaking about specifically the JLP, they have opened the floodgate, and we see everybody are running, especially from places that are high risk. We are speaking about America, we are speaking about every other place in the world. It is like a free-for-all for everybody to come Jamaica, and people, we are suffering the consequences based on the indecision or bad decision we are speaking about by the government and the Ministry of Tourism, point blank and period. But people like them say, who can hear, they are going to feel. However, it is the persons that are not making the decision that are going to suffer mostly. We are talking about people like you and me. We are talking about the average poor person in Jamaica. point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.